On Showbiz Insider, we love supporting local talent, and the inaugural Wasla Music Festival had such a great energy. Connecting minds through music, it attracted over 5,000 fans, and it's now the new platform dedicated to the dynamic Middle Eastern music scene. A collaboration of talent with a passion to connect minds through music. The festival featured local and regional artists from the alternative scene. The lineup included Math-lou-thi from Lebanon, Math-lou-thi and Sally from Tunisia, Jadal from Jordan, Math-lou-thi from Algeria, and of course, Abri and the Funk Radius from the UAE.
Wasla literally stands for a connection, and that's exactly what we're trying to be. So a connection between all the different Arabic cultures that we have right here in the region, whether it's Emirati, whether it's Palestinian, Jordanian, Syrian, Lebanese, to kind of connect Arabs together, and at the same time correct Arabic culture in a general sense to the West. We are all here united, and that we all stand for peace, and that we appreciate all kinds of cultures, and we do that through an appreciation of music and the arts in a general sense.
That's beautiful music to our ears, and the full day of concerts included funk, soul, Sufi, reggae, jazz and electro dance. Abri and the Funk Radius have had their songs featured on hit TV shows like CSI, and lead vocalist Hamdan shared his artistic process and influences and how he adds soul to our city. So Hamdan, for me, you are the pioneer of the soul funk genre in Dubai. Really? Tell me about your journey into music.
Well, I started off, my dad is a musician. He plays kind of Swahili music, East African music. I grew up listening to music in the house, be it, Elvis Presley, the Beatles and stuff like that, and obviously our traditional music.
I'm really interested in creative process. What's come first? Is it the lyrics, or is it the rhythm? Is it the sound?
Oh, well, it really depends. Sometimes it might be the melody that I have, maybe it might be some stuff that I wrote and I wanted to kind of write about, or maybe it might just be something that I'm affected by. Like example, there's a song called Falling, and I was just lamenting about what's going on in the world, the negative stuff. So I decided to write a song about that. So it just depends, I'm obviously doing music that's not necessarily traditional Arabic music or traditional music in general. I'm an Emirati soul singer, so it's different.
The eclectic Wasla bill featured Math-lou-thi, an Algeria singer of Berber descent who enjoys an international following and was also a member of political band Ataturk. Sally is a band made up of Tunisian jazz and Sufi musicians, featuring Imad Alabai, who performed tracks from their upcoming album of tribal Tunisian songs. It's a beautiful fusion. Tell me a little bit about the sounds, because I was reading about you guys and it said you're very influenced by Sufi music, Tunisian tribal beats. What exactly is Sufi music?
Well, Sufi music is so large. It starts from India, Pakistan to Morocco. But the Tunisian one, and I wanted really to make research about the Sufi music and the Bedouin music, because most of the time people neglect Bedouin music and say it's okay, it's the Sahara, the desert, some folkloric music more than something academic in terms of research and also in terms of music. So when I made some research in the south, I found that there is a lot of spiritual poetry inside and among the Bedouin music.
Are we talking like Rumi poetry, or is it something completely different?
Well, Rumi poetry is also, we have two songs with Rumi, but I really emphasized on the Bedouin music and the Sufi music in the Bedouin music.
Preserving traditional music with unique instruments and the fusion of sounds.
Well, I use the darbuka, which is a Tunisian and Middle Eastern and now European instrument because it's spread all over the world. And I also use the cajon, which is a Peruvian from Peru percussion, which is used a lot in flamenco music. But I really like to fuse also the instruments.
Love that. Now tell me about your enthusiasm for traditional music. Why do you think it's so important to keep some of those sounds and to keep the heritage of traditional music going?
Well, I think that for our identity, we need to have this heritage among ourselves as humans and also as musicians.
So it's the commercial versus the traditional, and Sally is dedicated to preserving musical history.
I think a breakaway from like the regular Arabic music that's been going around, that, you know, the more commercial side, that we do have our own indie bands, and these are them, and I think this is a pure embodiment of what indie music is like in the Arab world.
Next up, Jadal, the Jordanian rock band are best known as a contemporary act who combines rock melodies with Arabic storytelling. The evening went on to feature Lebanese rock band Math-lou-thi and acclaimed artist Math-lou-thi, otherwise known as the Tunisian Bjork and the voice of the Arab Spring.
The biggest message we're trying to send here is that we're young, we're cool, we're different. We're here to spread a message of unity, equality, peace, love, through the best thing ever, which is music.
And put rock and roll for all the times that I've dreamt of you.
In addition, a side stage managed by the Soundgarden is a UAE-based discovery platform for local artists from Dubai. For both musicians and music lovers, Wasla was an extra cool opportunity to connect and create through music and positive vibes.
Right now, we call it underground music. We want it not to be underground music. We want it to be the music that everybody listens to because of the messages that they send and just the overall theme of what we're trying to relay here. And like I said, it's just, we're trying to prove to the world that we are not what the rest of the world thinks of this part of the world. We're young and hip and open-minded and accepting and tolerant.
Passionate and creative.
And we've got so much energy and so much love to give to the rest of the world, and we want to show that.
On that note, you better get back on the stage. Thank you so much. What a month in music. Such a pleasure to be a part of those events. Hope you love the show, guys. And remember, you can stay in touch with us. We've got our Facebook page, which is Showbiz Insider Zoe. And we've also got our Twitter feed, which is @Zoe Showbiz. And that covers all of your international film, fashion, music, and the arts news. And especially some of that gossip from award season. Join us same time next week for some of the social events of the year. See you then.